What is good, you sexy bastards? Welcome back. It is SCG, and I have another GTA 5 online video for you. That's right. We have a second video for today. Now, this one is going to be the Creator Warp, aka Teleport, whichever you want to call it. So this here is basically using the Creator menu online so that you can go ahead and warp or teleport anywhere on the map in a matter of seconds. So no need to disconnect your controller. No need to join a friend in a different job. None of that kind of, poor man's teleport as we call it. This is the legit teleport. Now, I will tell you right now, it is a bitch. Alright? We got a couple of these other YouTubers out there saying super easy, super easy, super easy. Sure, if you're lucky, it is super easy. But for me, I was lucky on my first console, but it took me a few days on my second console thanks to my buddy Roger and his little flick method, which I'll be talking about here in the video, which was able to finally let me hit it on my second console. And even after I was an idiot today and decided to load a save, I was able to hit it again myself this afternoon, only after a few tries, alright? So I will tell you right now, this is either going to be really, really difficult for you, or it's going to be really easy. So I hope it's easy for you, but for myself, I did have some issues, so I'm going to try to break it down as easy as possible. This is a long video, so I do apologize for the length of the video, but I can promise you everything I tell you is going to be very detailed and very important to this glitch. So make sure you do watch it thoroughly, listen carefully, and watch it to the very end, okay? I'm always getting questions on things that are in my videos, and it's because they don't watch the whole video. So watch the whole goddamn thing, alright? And then, of course, drop a like and subscribe if you're new and all that kind of stuff as well. Alright, so that all being said, we are going to go ahead and get into the glitch, alright? So there's a couple things you need to set up before you actually go ahead and try to attempt to hit it. You are going to have to create yourself a couple jobs. So first off, I want to give a big shout out to SFC217 from Twitter. I will leave a link down below to his Twitter. He gave me the gameplay for this first part since I was an idiot and forgot to record it. So big shout out to you. Again, I'll leave a link down below to his Twitter. So first thing you want to do is you're going to go into Creator, of course, and we want to create a capture. Okay, so we're going to go into the Creator menu, and we're going to go ahead and start up a brand new capture mission that we want to create. Alright, so we're going to go create, and then we're going to click on GTA. So this is a GTA capture. Now we just want to fill out the basic details. So the capture details, we're going to go into here. Okay, now you can do this anywhere on the map. It doesn't matter where you do it. He just happened to be doing it here at Trevor's Airfield, but it does not matter where you actually create this, okay? So once you go into there, it's going to ask you to obviously name it, so name it whatever you want. The keyboard doesn't show up here in the PlayStation menu, but we called it Recent Activity. The reason why we called it Recent Activity is because this is what's going to give us our recent activities back. So this is like a reset for the recent activities. Once we've done that, we'll name the description to whatever we want. We'll take a picture of the lobby for a photo, whichever. Now we're going to go down to Team Details, and from Team Details we want to go to Target Score. So he was going to the vehicle here. Ignore this. You don't need to do Respawn Vehicle. Just ignore that. We want to go to the actual Target Score. Here we go. So Target Score, we can just leave it at 1 or 8. Doesn't matter. Just make sure you do Team 1 and Team 2. Once you've done that, you're going to go ahead and place your trigger. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and just select the trigger location anywhere on the map. Then we're going to take a picture of the lobby camera. Okay, so anything with these little caution signs is what we need to fill out. Team start points, we're going to do Team 1, and we need 4 team start points. Okay, so we're just going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we're going to hit right on the D-pad to go to Team 2. Now we want to place 4 more as well. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, just 4 more team start points. Okay. There, we're just going to back out, and now we want to go to Team Capture Points. We just need 2, 1 for Team 1 right here. And then we're going to hit right on the D-pad to go to Team 2, and just select 1 here as well. Okay, now we're going to go down to Capture Vehicles. So this is what we want. We want to do Capture Vehicles. We want to just do on compacts, and we want to lay down 10 cars. Okay, so we're just going to lay 10 cars in a row. It doesn't have to be this precise, but he's obviously a very detailed individual, so, good for him. But yeah, just line up 10 cars, alright? So just do 10. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Come on. One more. 10. There we go. Okay, so we got 10 cars perfectly lined up just like that. Now all we need to do is back out of here, back out again, and now we want to go down to test. So from, or first, sorry, save. We want to save. We want to save it first, okay? So we've got it set up exactly how we want. Now we can go ahead and save it, and then we can just go ahead and exit out of the creator menu, okay? So that's the capture job created. It's that simple. So that's going to give us back our recent activities. Now we need to go ahead and create a land race. So we're going to go into race creator, and then land race. So again, we want to fill out these caution ones. So race details, we're going to just click on this. We're going to name it whatever you want to name it. You know, TP reset or whichever. TP God, whatever you want to call it. Description, go ahead, just type whatever you want into the description as well. This all part is pretty straightforward, obviously. And then, okay, come on, type. There we go. Then we're going to go ahead and take our photo. Good. Now we can back out. Now we want to go into placement and we want to place a trigger. So again, you can do this anywhere on the map. You'll see when I load my video, I actually do it at Eclipse Towers. Lots of people do it at the airport. Doesn't matter. Take our lobby camera picture, and now we want to go ahead and place a checkpoint, and we only need to place one checkpoint. So we're just going to place this one checkpoint just anywhere around here, about like 2 car lengths kind of away from the actual start point or the trigger there. So if you use this kind of yellow guide here, just kind of go back a little bit, and then right there, that's fine. So just a little bit back, doesn't have to be super close or super far. Now from here, we want to go down into props, okay? So if you guys remember the old teleport glitch, this part is very, very similar. So we want to go over to barriers. You can hit left or right on the D-pad under the category for props, and we want to go to barriers. Now from here, we want to go down to allow prop stacking, and we want to turn that on, okay? Now we're going to go back up to barriers, and the easiest way to do this is we're just going to hold the R1 so it spins like this, and then we're just going to spam X until we get 50 props, all right, 50. So we're just keep spamming X. They should continue to spawn into each other just like this and just keep building up. Now if they start to go sideways and all that kind of stuff on you, just delete them and start over. It's not a big deal. You just kind of want to have them, you know, pretty perfectly stacked together just like this, okay? So once we have our 50 items, we can back out of here now, and we're going to go over to templates. And now we want to create a new template. So now what we need to do is we need to select all 50 of these props that we just laid. So if it kind of goes up on an angle like this one does here, we'll flip the camera angle. What you got to do is just kind of start at the bottom and just work your way up to the top and just keep spamming X. You want to make sure you select all 50 of the actual props, okay? So if you notice here, eventually, once we do select all 50, this little X icon, the cursor icon, is going to change into that caution icon that'll turn red. Once it turns red, we know we've selected all 50 of these actual props, okay? So we're just going up and down, up and down, up and down till we get all 50 of them. There we go, boom, okay? So now all we need to do is save this template. We've now selected all 50 props. We can just go ahead and save this template and just call it, again, whatever you want. Doesn't matter, just name it something. You know, barriers or whatever, SCG is the king, you know, whatever you want to call it, I don't mind. Then from there, all we need to do at this point is we're just going to back out, and we want to now save this job, okay? So we now have both jobs created and saved that we need. So we created the capture. The capture is the one that's going to give us back our recent activities, and the second one that we did for the race is the race creator itself. That's going to actually help us hit TP. Alright, so there they are. So we got them both. We got the capture, recent activity, and the TP race. Both of them all set up, ready to go. So again, that was now my buddy's screenplay there, so I do appreciate his help. Now I'm ready to show you how to actually hit the glitch. So I'm on my console now that I've kind of obviously gone through that. So I'm going to load my version of the job here. So the first thing we need to do is we need to get our recent activity. So we want to go down until we get to, or pick the one that we just created. So mine just called test TP capture. So we're going to load the capture. Sorry, this is a long video. Getting tired already. Need a drink. Need a beer. Alright, so once we load our capture, it's pretty simple to get our recent activities back. All we need to do is go down to test. Okay, so we're going to go test, team 1, and then we're just going to spawn in on foot. Now we can just go ahead and hit down to activate the menu. Exit test. and we're good. We have our recent activity. So now we can just hit circle and to go back and then hit exit. Now if you want to test it, all you got to do is go down to your friends list or what's new or whichever and find a recent activity and go ahead and just start GTA Online, hit that recent activity, and what should happen is you should get that pop-up alert. Just go ahead and cancel it. That's how you know that you got the actual recent activity. Okay? So we got our recent activity. Now we are ready to go ahead and launch up our race. So once we've launched up our race, we're going to go ahead and I'm going to kind of show you here quickly, but I do miss it the first time, but I'll talk you through it again. You want to hit the direction pad, or sorry, the touch pad, so we go into first person, and we want to go into our placement and props. Now we want to go and find that template that we created, and we want to push it right into the yellow circle here. Now if you notice, the actual template is going to be transparent, that's what we want, and we want to have the little red circle icon. Now this is the part that is an extreme bitch, okay? Now this is the one that you're probably all going to have problems with. What you have to do is hold options and literally just flick it, flick R2 and let go of options. So what should happen is your option menu should come up. You now want to go ahead and join a recent activity, so go on Start GTA Online. Nothing is going to happen, that's perfect. Now what we want to do is join a friend that is in a job in the same targeting mode, okay? So our friend has to be in a job in the same targeting mode. Now what you want to do is you want to accept the first alert, sit on the second alert for about 5 seconds, and it should take you up into the clouds. If it doesn't take you up into the clouds and you're frozen like I am here now, what I just showed you was me joining a friend now in a different targeting mode. Okay, so make sure the first time you're doing this, you're in the same targeting mode as a friend that is in a job for you, helping you out. Now if you get frozen like I did there, your friend can back out and go ahead and switch his targeting mode if you have nobody else online that you can join. So what I personally usually do there is me and my friend that is in the job will be in free aim. So this way I can just, you know, he can go AFK, he can be in free aim, sit in the job so I can join on him. And then what I'll do is if I get frozen, I can just join anybody else that's on my friend list that is most likely going to be in assisted aim to unfreeze myself. Now, if you do get frozen, what I did here in the background is if you do not want to lose your recent activity, all you want to do is after you get yourself unfrozen, you're going to go into choose character. So go to online, choose character. When you're at the character selection screen, just hit circle to back you out to story. And then from story, you can go ahead and load right back into creator. Now, if you do it this way, you do not have to load your recent activity again. So you do not have to load your jobs again, your capture job again, okay? So this makes it a lot easier and quicker. So just a little tip for you. If you do ever go online by accident, you do have to do the recent activity again. So you got to start up that capture and test it to get you back at square one. So as you can see in the background here, I've tried a few times, I've messed it up, I haven't been able to get it. So now I'm going to actually hit it on this try, so I'm going to slow it down. So here we are, we're at the race details part. We're just going to go ahead and hit the actual direction pad, not the direction pad, I always call that thing wrong, the touch pad to change our view, so we're in the car like this. Alright, so now once we're in the car, we just want to park it just before the yellow circle. We're going to hit down, we're going to go to race creator options, go to placement, go to props. Now we want to scroll left until we get to that template. Okay, so we're going to scroll all the way left until we get to templates. We want to move our cursor just up here into the yellow checkpoint. So once we get to templates, we want to make sure that it is transparent and it has the red thing on top there. So for the actual cursor is red. So there it is. Now this is the hard part. So we're holding options. We're just going to flick it. Just flick the R2 and let go of options. You have to do this super quick. So again, big shout out to Roger for the flick it method. You just have to flick it, flick it, flick it. Just flick it so damn fast, okay? Now, if done correctly, you should see the default character behind the map. Alright, that's what you want. Now you're going to go ahead and start that recent activity. It's going to do nothing. Now you want to join your friend in that job. Accept the first alert, sit on the second alert for 5 seconds, decline. You'll see the loading in the bottom right hand corner and it will take you up to the clouds. This is how you know you hit it. Now you're going to be back here in the creator menu, but you're going to be frozen. We have technically hit TP at this point. So it's very difficult to mess it up from here. From here, you're pretty much guaranteed, okay? So once we're at this frozen state, like I said, we just want to go ahead, before and join that friend in a different targeting mode. So if you just have the one friend helping you, he can now back out of the job, switch his targeting mode, and then you can go ahead and join on him, accept the first alert, and deny the second, just like every other recent activity that we do for glitching, okay? So I'm frozen here. I'm going to go ahead and join on that friend through my recent activities, or I should say through my party, or through now playing, or whichever. We're just going to go ahead and join his session just like this. Now we'll get that first alert, we're going to accept it, and then we're just going to go ahead and deny the second, and now we will be unfrozen. Okay. Now we just got one more quick little thing to do. We're going to change our camera view here once again. So we're going to hit the actual touchpad. So we're down in the car. We're going to pull up to this yellow circle one more time. We're going to hit down on the interaction menu, or not interaction menu, on the D-pad. We're going to go into placement, and we're going to go back to props, and we want to select our template once again. So we're going to hit left on the D-pad, just move our cursor into the yellow circle, go left, 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 left until we get to the actual template. Then from there, literally all we have to do is once the template's in here, we just have to press R2. Alright? Just R2 only, no options, no nothing. You'll see that default character walk away. We now have 100% hit teleport. All we need to do is go options, online, play GTA online, and start up an invite-only session or friend session or whatever you want to do. Just go online from here. You will now have the creator menu in an online session. So I hope you guys got that. It's pretty darn easy, to be honest. Like the setup is super easy. It's, you know, just the actual step-by-step is very easy. The only part that is very, very difficult is the options R2 part. So when you're holding options, you flick that R2, just flick it. You can't stress that enough. You literally just have to flick it. Flick it like a booger, okay? And then you just let go of options. And if done correctly, you'll see that little character in behind the menu. You'll start your recent activity, and then you'll go ahead and join that friend in the job. And you know you hit it if you get thrown up in the clouds. All right? So I hope you guys get that. But here we are now, we're in an online session. I'm just going to go ahead and hit options button, or yeah, hit my options button here. And just to show you, we'll see the creator menu in the top left-hand corner. So that's how we know we do have it, all right? So a couple things to be careful with when you do have teleport. So there it is, creator menu. Now we can just go ahead and open up our map and just hit X anywhere on the map, and that's where we'll teleport. So I'll just go over here to like Clips Towers, and boom, we teleported. So a couple things to be careful with this. Obviously, do not go into Creator, all right? You will lose it. Do not go into Creator. Do not load a story mode save, okay? That's how I made that mistake today. Do not load a story mode save. And of course, do not close your application, okay? You can suspend your application. You can go ahead and watch your Netflix or YouTube or whatever you want. But just do not close it. You can also swap character. You can go back to story mode. You can test your internet, disconnect your internet. Just do not fully close the app and you will be fine. Alright? Now, like I said, you'll see creator in the top left-hand screen of the menu. That's how you know you hit it. If it says GTA Online, unfortunately you did something wrong and you got to start over. So that's it, guys. I hope you do enjoy the video. Thanks for sticking through the whole thing. If you're new to the channel, make sure you do subscribe and drop a like. And stay tuned for more videos like this from your boy, SCG, and until the next one, I'm out.